welcome to another haul. This time it's all the books I bought in February. Let us start with book 1. The Last Summer by Anne Bashers, the author of The Sister of the Traveling Pants. I was disappointed going to this book trip on book sale, but then I found The Last Summer and I recognized the author. It was only 20 pesos and it's a hardcover, so I gotta get them. So this was my last resort because I thought it was a terrible book trip. So I went snooping and I found the Divergent and Insurgent. I was so happy with these because I didn't expect it to be on book sale, so I gotta get them. So I got the Divergent paperback. This is my current read, April, first book of April, and I'm filming this video in April because I forgot to film a February book haul. So this will be posted next to the March book haul. Divergent by Veronica Roth. So in total, I got those 3 books. And this was the 4th book, which is so interesting because at that time they have new arrivals and this was part of them. There was a fat stack of brand new books. Most of the books are good titles. They even have Wimpy Kid, Dark Diaries, hardcover of The Mockingjay, which I regret not buying because at the time I prefer paperbacks, but now I had a change of heart and decided that I do appreciate hardcovers at a cheap price. So this was part of that book trip. Next. Oh wait, no! This was part of that book trip, the last book that I bought. So I bought actually 5 books that time. This was the 5th, The Maze Runner. I was so happy because they also have the movie tie-ins, but I don't prefer the movie tie-ins, so I didn't bought the movie tie-in. They have the Maze Runner movie tie-ins and the Scotch Trials. So at least I have my own copy now of the book 1 of the Maze Runner series. Quick story time. While I was buying these books, my Shopee delivery courier called me and said, "Mom, I'm here at your landmark near our house." So I just said, "Oops, sorry kuya, I'm still at SM," and apparently their warehouse is just behind the SM Cebu City mall. So I had to walk around the big ass mall and picked up these books, my book mail that time. So Carve the Mark, I've already read it by Veronica Roth, which is good if you're into sci-fi dystopian. Very nice. At first I was disappointed because it was so slow and I barely understood a thing, so I had a lot of tabs. This was my most tabbed book. This was the 2nd book that I started tabbing, but it did not disappoint. Then I just learned to love Veronica Roth and her writing. Next is this one. This was my brother's. We ordered at the same time so we could save the shipping fee. Love Creekwood. It's just a novella or short story of the Love Simon universe. The next one, I actually read this at the same month that I bought it, which is rare because I keep putting off reading a book if I just bought it because I have a lot. I have so much to read on my physical TBR. So this is the first book that I tabbed. which is good for a beginner. By the way, this Three Dark Crowns is such a good read. You should totally, and it's so underrated though. I haven't seen it on Booktube and Book Talk, which is so disappointing because it's so good. By Kinzari Blake. Kinzara. I just heard a video of them pronouncing it Kinzara, even though it's Kinzari Blake. By the way, the author is so quirky. I just watched a few YouTube videos of her. I bought this too with the Three Dark Crowns. Shopaholic to the Rescue by Sophie Kinsella. Sophie Kinsella is my comfort author because her Shopaholic series is one of my obsessions this year. So I was so happy that I found this one, which is a rare title of hers, because it's just part of the, the further down the list of the Shopaholic series mass market paperback, and I bought it for 80% off. It's kind of old-ish book because I know it's just a remainder copy or just the last book. It's on the clearance section, so I don't blame them, and also it's 80% off. And I covered it already, so protect your books. I learned my lesson. The rats, they be doing dirty. This one is Love and Profanity. I didn't know that this was just a compilation of short stories by different authors, so I'm selling these on my Shopee and Carousel. Link down below. After that, buying those books, I'm doing this in order, by the way, of when I bought them, or in the order that I bought them. So when I went home after that book buying trip, book mail arrived. I was so happy because it's a large paperback, and apparently it's the only copy left, and I'm so in love with it because I have the large paperback version, so it's kind of hard to find the large paperback versions, and I bought this on National Bookstore Official. So War Storm by Victoria Aveyard. It's bigger than my face. Next one is, National Bookstore be selling their books very, very cheap. Allegiant. I'm so happy because now my Divergent series is complete, and I bought these very cheap, and it's a collector's edition. And I have a second copy of this, which I'm selling on my shop. Allegiant. The next is The Damned. This is the second book of the Beautiful series. No, the Beautiful Quartet second book. I realized this is brand new, by the way. I haven't read it, and I just covered it with plastic. I decided to sell it because I love the hardcovers, and now I'm obsessed with hardcovers. So I'm buying the hardcover version, and I'm selling this one. If you like it, by Renee Adi. This is the author. If you're interested, please go check out my shops. The last book is I just went scanning on book sale to check out the books, but I ended up buying this one because I found it, and lately I don't care if I have multiple copies, I'm buying it either way. So Charlene Harris, the Suki Stackhouse novels, and Dead and Gone. This is my third copy of Dead and Gone. I have one paperback and one hardcover. That's good. I'm hoarding books. So that is all the books that I bought. 14 in total because I'm I'm looking at my list down here on my journal. That's quite a lot of books, to be honest. But this is me justifying myself of buying more books. I bought most of them at a cheap price, so it's making me less guilty because I bought most of them on book sale. Most of them have very much, not even half price. And I'm selling most of them, so I don't feel guilty. Check out my other videos. My shop is linked down below, and I will see you in my next haul or vlogs.